Hello, so my name's Daniel Conle and I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Adelaide. My background, I did civil and structural engineering as a bachelor's degree, and my university experience is an amazing one, and one that was definitely profoundly impacted by my discovery of a passion for sustainability and sort of acting on that throughout my studies. So growing up, I worked at a hardware store for about 8 years while I was at high school and university, and I guess my interest has always been sort of construction, how things come together and how this built environment around us is shaped, and I'm really fascinated by and interested by this big picture sort of these global trends around population growth and urbanisation and these challenges that seem to be pretty I guess undeniable and unstoppable in these big trends around the world. So I've always had a passion for the environment, and I love getting outdoors and doing things like that. But I guess it was always for me a thing where I would read it on the news or see it online and go, oh yeah, climate change or something like that. But I never actually saw how my civil engineering degree could really do anything about it or on the scale that needed to be done. So I ended up taking a little bit of time away from study and really thinking about is this the path that I want to follow, and after coming back from some time traveling, I really seeing some of the amazing things that are happening in Europe and around sustainability, I was like, this is a career that I really feel that I'm excited about it and can do something about. And it took me another year before I actually did anything about that, but when I was introduced to Dr. Charlie Hargrove and the amazing work that he's been doing around the world, I was like, this is it, this is what I want to do. So I started working with Charlie at the end of my third year, and since then we've just been on an absolute roll. We've worked around the world with governments on different projects and done lots of international trips, and I guess for me it's just been a real ignition of a passion that something I really feel as though I am making a difference. Gunther Pauli, a man who inspires me so much, says why settle for anything less than changing the world, and I really feel as though working towards these sort of complex issues around sustainable development that is as a really shared challenge for the whole globe is something that really calls me into action and has me be really empowered in the work that I do.
Can you tell us some of the experiences traveling around?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's been a couple of really standout experiences for me. One of which was a week tutoring. So can I just start again? Yeah. So there's been a number of amazing experiences doing work in this space. A big standout for me would be working in Dubai with government officials as a corporate tutor for sustainability, and looking at areas such as buildings, transport, waste and water, and really, I guess, getting an appreciation that this field is a global, the work that we're doing here is global, and it's also it's unique to different contexts. So going to Dubai and comparing that to the work that's being done in my hometown of Adelaide, it's a different climate, different challenges, different development, and it's sort of the principles are the same, but they need to be applied in different ways. So it's like it's not a one size fits all, and I guess that's why it's such a challenge, but that's also why it's so exciting. My work at the university, we have a university club that links students with industry and government and state officials, and really tries to, I guess, my inspiration is that as I said, didn't quite make the connection of how my degree was connected to implementing sustainable development. And I dream of the day where there isn't such thing as a sustainability engineer or a sustainability entrepreneur. It's like every engineer is a sustainability engineer, or every lawyer is a sustainable lawyer. It's just embedded. One of the things that inspires me so much about sustainability is the amount of passionate young people that are getting engaged with these things. This is our future, and everyone's conscious of that and really wants to get involved and make a difference. We have a university club at the University of Adelaide that engages with sort of state government and industry and council, and tries tries to link students to careers in sustainability. For myself, as I said, I never quite got throughout my studies how my civil engineering degree could contribute to this challenge that sort of faces everyone, I guess. And the real drive for me personally with my involvement in the club is to awaken that realization in students everywhere. You know, my dream is of the day where there isn't a sustainability engineer or a sustainable lawyer. It's sort of like all of the engineers are sustainable engineers and all of the lawyers are sustainable lawyers. So we've had incredible engagement across campus. We've got 750 student members and we've got sort of government members, industry members, staff members, and everyone coming together. It's an unstoppable force, and I really feel as though we're sort of starting to really build some momentum. We've got such an incredible local target to have a carbon neutral city, which is championed by the inspiring Lord Mayor Martin Hazy, who's also been a great supporter of our work and a mentor to me as well, and our state government as well, to have zero emissions for the state. So we're in this amazing place with these amazing targets, and you know, everyone's getting on board and collaborating around this, and that's really the thing that excites me, is that I can talk to a business student or a law student about something that is so interdisciplinary, and to be able to collaborate with people from different backgrounds. It's fascinating. You know, it's not just me working in a team of engineers to design something. It's, you know, we've got to work together, and yeah, it's great.
Can you tell something about some experience in Dubai? Not everybody go there, not for tourism.
Absolutely, yeah. What can I say about Dubai?
Interesting stories.
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to spend some time in Dubai as a corporate training tutor, working on a sustainable development executive program over there, and I think it gave me that was the defining moment for me when I realised that, you know, given the fact that I'm so lucky to live in a place that has such aggressive and inspirational and exciting sustainability targets. But this is a global issue, and you can go to different cities around the world and it's different everywhere. Speaking with the government officials there, you know, they have a different set of challenges, a unique perspective on what it means to be sustainable, and just seeing that my appreciation for culture that was developed through working within my community growing up has really, you know, there's the culture might be different, but these people are, you know, implementing these initiatives because they're conscious of their future and they care about each other, and it's really inspiring.
And how?
That's nice. That's very nice. I'm wondering if we can now move into the translating into postgraduate study.
Yes.
But tell it from the point of view of how your mates reacted. How, when you told your mates, you know, you're not going for a graduate job, you're going to uni, you're working in this sustainable thing, and, you know, it was pretty unusual, right?
Yeah. So I guess I've always been a bit of a, I don't want to say that. I was going to say a bit of a big thinker, but I don't want to try and talk myself up. But yeah, I guess I've always been a little bit of a big thinker. But you know, I guess the conventional way to go about your career development is to do your engineering degree and then you know, apply for the graduate positions, and I chose to take a different path. So now I'm doing a PhD, doing some postgraduate study, and it's a little bit unconventional in the sense, you know, all my mates are sort of like, you know, what are you doing? Why aren't you going out and getting a job like everyone does? And you know, I think it's a testament to how exciting and this work is, and how passionate I am about it, because of these, you know, amazing people that I'm meeting and working with. But also I think there is still a long way to go until the day when a graduate engineer is a sustainability engineer and implementing these amazing innovations that I'm seeing happening in really unique places around the world. And I feel as though that's a change that needs to happen on a really big level. And I feel by doing this PhD and really extending my learning at a larger scale, I can really make a really significant contribution to getting the world to that place.
Can you say more specifically what the PhD thesis is
Yeah,
about?
yeah, absolutely. So my PhD is looking at a combination of things. It's actually quite a multidisciplinary thing, which is really exciting. So I'm working with Professor Martin Lambert from the Civil Engineering School at University of Adelaide, Dr. Charlie Hargroves from the Faculty of Professions in the Entrepreneurship School, and Peter Newman from Curtin. Can I say that? Or yeah. All right, I'll start that again. Yes, my PhD is quite unique. It's multidisciplinary, and this is, I keep going on. This is the thing that really excites me about this space, and is working across disciplines. And I think that's it's the exciting part, and it's where the magic happens. So my PhD crosses over between a couple of faculties. My supervisors are Professor Martin Lambert, who's from the Civil Engineering School, Dr. Charlie Hargroves, who's from the Entrepreneurship Centre, and Professor Peter Newman as well, who's an expert from Western Australia. And my interest and my investigation is looking at how we can accelerate large system change around sustainability, sort of in the field of sustainability transitions, but sort of looking at that through a lens of complexity theory. So it's quite a complex world that we're living in. These cities are growing so rapidly, and they require so much investment in infrastructure and all these new things that are gonna, how we're gonna cope with this growing population and these big trends. So appreciating the fact that these things are really complex and there isn't always a really clear-cut solution, and then going over to the entrepreneurship world and saying, well, by definition, entrepreneurs thrive in complexity and see it as an opportunity. Can we learn from the way that entrepreneurs thrive in those environments, in the way that we make decisions in the built environment around sustainability? And I think I'm hoping, and I'm sure, and I'm excited about the fact that I think that seeing complexity as an opportunity and seeing some of the challenges we're facing as in an optimistic way, and they're not constraining. They're more like, we're going to come up with solutions that we've never come up with before, is going to unlock a lot of new approaches that I think will really accelerate us towards the low carbon transition that we're trying to achieve. Any other questions or anything like that? Was that authentic and everything?
Anything else you would like to say about your hobbies? Any observations?
About,
anything you would like to say?
Another thing that's really, I guess, made a profound impact on me and my journey is the pursuit of mentors and the time spent taking advice and mentoring from people that I really look up to. I've had a number of amazing mentors over the last year. Sorry, let me start. So one thing that's really made a profound impact on my development is just the pursuit of mentors. I've had some really amazing mentors over the years, and I just can't put into words the amount of benefit there is going out and finding people that really inspire you and just asking them, can we catch up for a coffee, or can I take on board some advice, and just being open to their views from an experienced side as you're at university, leaving university. It's just invaluable, and the amount of impact that advice has had on me, and the sort of the trajectory changes that I see as a result of really just having experienced views and support from really accomplished people that really care about you I'm so grateful. So I'd really encourage any students out there that are thinking about, I'm not quite sure where I could end up, or how I could work towards sustainability, or how I could go about getting a job, or whatever it may be. Go and find people out there, because I think mentors are pretty, you get asked by a younger person to share some advice, that they're always up for it, I've found, and I've never had problems finding people that are inspiring, that are willing to help. So I would definitely recommend doing that.